Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome to Ask the Mods.
where we challenge you to stop playing and start pushing.
This right here is my baby boo, yeah.
And this right here is my pumpkin poo. I use a.
You're real cheesy.
I rhyme.
Hey, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this question here. This lady writes in, and it's really a quick question. She says,
What?
I need help to save my marriage and have my husband come home. He's been gone for 2 years in October of 2014. I am a 45-year-old white woman, and he's a 47-year-old black man. Please help me. What you got to say, boo?
We're both like,
She want her man to come home after he's been gone for 2 years.
I know why you picked that question.
Wow.
That sounds like 2 sentences.
I
He was like, come on, let's do this real quick. Well, my dear,
mean, there's really a lack of information in this question. Like,
yeah.
why has he been gone? I mean, is he in the military? I mean, the first thing that came to my mind was that he might be in the military. So she didn't really give any additional context to his absence. But we can speculate. He off with another woman? He off with another man? He in the military? He got another family? What's the reason? He just don't want you. I mean,
I'm going to hit this question like this. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a good example of how grown folks live their lives in crazy relationships, unworthy relationships, relationships that should have never begun, relationships that are not worth their time with people who ain't worth the dime. Oh, I rhymed. Oh, I rhymed again. But hey, listen, this is a good example because again, let me just, where is it at? Show me the question. Show me the question. Need help to save my marriage. First piece of information. My husband has come home and my husband has come home.
No, I need help to save my marriage and have my husband come home.
Oh, have my husband come home. Okay.
After being gone for 2 years.
Right. So need help to save my marriage. That's the first piece of information. He's been gone for 2 years.
It'll be 2 years in October.
Yeah, in October. That's the second piece of information. I'm 45 and I'm white. Third piece of information. He's 47 and he's black. Fourth piece of information. Help me. Okay. What on earth about that body of information makes you think that that's adequate, that really actually is helpful for anybody to be able to use to help you do anything? And to connect it back to what I was saying initially, this is how we often think about our problems or our issues. We have a long-standing issue with a partner. We have some kind of a significant thing that's happening in the relationship, something that we are typically in denial about or not really trying to fully face because it would require us to do some work that we don't want to do or that we're really not trying to hear. Then what we do is we get pieces of the puzzle. Mm-hmm. And so when we're talking to our girlfriends or we're sharing with this person over here, we give a little piece, yeah, we just had a really hard time in the marriage, and I don't understand. I'm trying to get him to understand how I feel about him. He just doesn't seem to believe that I really love him. And we're just trying to make it work. But what you left out is he slaps me upside the head about 2-3 times a month. He will not accept that I'm actually not cheating on him, that I actually really want to be with him. He is not fully being present for me and listening to me. These are critical pieces, but you see how what I just said, the person who's bringing that information is saying, we're just having a hard time. I want him to know that, I really want to be with him. And he just don't seem to believe me. But you done left out all that other stuff. And if you add in that other stuff, what you have to face is the fact that you shouldn't be with him in the first place, that he's not worthy of you or your time or your attention. Somebody else would hear that and be like, wait a minute. Something ain't right. And so, my white sister, what you have done is you have given us 4 pieces of information and you have left out a gang of stuff, a grip of stuff. And I'm almost certain that the information that you have left out is critical information that you probably don't want to face or deal with. So my task for you is to get by yourself Write down your story, the story of you and your man, how y'all met, how you came together, and what the life has been like, what it had been like when you all were together, from the time you came together to now and to the time he left, right? And all of that good stuff. Pay attention to that, because I'm sure you ain't putting in some important stuff. Whatever it is you left out, that's what you need to deal with. I don't know how you can get the man back. I don't know why he's gone. Only you know that. And until you stop trying to deny what really is, you won't be able to fix what ain't. It's just that simple. I love how people's coping mechanisms come forward, in terms of how we perceive and articulate things, and we don't even realize it's happening. Where might you be doing that? Where might you be doing that? Where do we actually pick pieces of our story and lift those up as the reality, but leave out critical pieces that would actually take us to a whole nother level of healing? But we refuse to bring those pieces in because it might just be too hard, because it might just be too traumatizing, because we think we might die if we actually face what's really going on. If you just take those pieces and bring them into the equation, tell the whole story, the full truth and nothing but the truth, God will help you. We could if you give us the full information. But you got to first tell it to yourself. And in order to do that,
you got to stop playing and start pushing.